Random Wednesday on a Random Wednesday. Today we have the legendary Suzuki Jimny, sporting a 1.5 liter engine with the variable valve timing on it, pushing out only 75 kilowatts of power but 130 Newton meters of torque. This is one I've been looking forward to for a very long time. So, sporting Suzuki's patented all-grip 4x4 system, this car is quite the little beast. This, by the way, is the GLX model, which means it also comes with a 4-speed automatic transmission on it, and it gets the business done. My favorite things about some of the design features about the car, you've got this nice gray grille that surrounds the headlights, which isn't in the same sort of charcoal color that the bodywork is in. And then you've got these bumpers that also house the headlight washers, the washers for the LED projector headlamps that we have here. Very, very effective washers, very good headlights on this car, matted with the spotlights that are built into the bumper. On the outside, we see this bumper plastic material sort of carrying on to the wheel arch surrounds, and even on the side sills. Really, that cladding that really gives this car a little more protection as it takes care of some of the off-road stuff. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Some touches of chrome in there that just help to uplift the look on the front, make sure it doesn't look too bland, with a Suzuki badge right on the front standing there proud. It's a stunning little car, isn't it? And if you don't like this car, I don't know, it might be something wrong with you, because everyone I know loves it, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous too. Let's take a look around the back of it. So this car looks very purposeful. It sits on some gorgeous gray 15-inch wheels that look absolutely stunning. Coming to the back of it, you've got, obviously, as you can see, the spare wheel that's mounted on the boot door. And then from there, you've got just above the number plate, you've got your reversing camera, which will show you a very clear image on the 9-inch display on the top of the dashboard. We've also got park distance control sensors on it that just help you stay safe in these small parking situations. My favorite thing though about the Suzuki Jimny rear is this door. Now, unlike other SUVs of a similar size, you'd expect the door maybe to go up or down or to be split. This one is a sideways swinging door, and it's not electric, but it is assisted by this gas strut that we find at the bottom of the door there that really makes it very easy to open up and to close too. Boot space, it's fair. Obviously, we're not dealing with a very big car, but you've got enough boot space in here with the light. It's got the tethering points for the ISOFIX child seat anchors, and it's also got a 12-volt power socket which pushes out a maximum of 120 watts. So really very well appointed boot for a vehicle of this size. That said, there's plenty more to see on the inside. Let's take a look at it. Welcome to the interior of the Suzuki Jimny 5-door GLX. Step inside. Driving impressions of the Suzuki Jimny. As far as fit and finish inside the vehicle is concerned, like I said, everything feels nice and solid. You got these nice grab handles all around the vehicle, including right in front of the passenger seat. So when the stuff gets rough, you know, they can hang on for dear life. You got 6 airbags inside this vehicle, a 9-inch infotainment screen with a sound system that's decent. Again, nothing, you know, crazy. The air conditioning system works very well, and that's because also the cabin is quite small, but it does a very good job of distributing the cold air in here. The feel of all of the controls, very, very light. You got your standard analog dials on your instrument cluster, and then you've also got your instant fuel economy reader, and it's something that I'm seeing in more cars nowadays. I saw it in the Hyundai Exter that we did a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm seeing it in this car too. It's taking me back to BMWs of old. But yeah, it gives you your instant fuel economy. Um, but yeah, everything feels great in this car. You got this nice finish that is on the dashboard itself, on the plastic on the dashboard. The surrounds of the air conditioner vents have this almost titanium looking finish, and the seats are very comfortable. Now, if you're a very big person, you'll struggle with this car. I don't claim to be a very big person, but it is a bit, compact, let's call it that. The times I'm turning the wheel and my elbow will hit the door because it's just so close to me. It's a small gripe, I guess you get used to it. It was worse the first time when I drove this car, but now that I'm driving it for the second time, I'm really not facing that problem as much as before, but it does still happen, so that's worth thinking about. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. You've got your second gear lever down here for your 2 high, 4 high, and your 4 low, all of your drive modes when you're going in 4x4 modes, off-roading. Your USB up front, only one USB port in this entire vehicle. Come on, Suzuki, you can do better than that. This is a 4-door, so it's a bit of a family car. You got people sitting at the back. There's a 12-volt socket that pushes out 120 watts right here in the front at the bottom of the dashboard. And then you got these awesome rocker switches for your front electric windows, along with your hill hold assist. Your hill descent control, and your I guess you call it your acceleration skid control. If you're wondering about the change in wardrobe, I had a bit of a technical issue with our filming on the original day that we filmed this car, and we had to just re-up and come and film the driving part again. Apart from that, it's a pleasure to be back in this car. I'm really enjoying the Suzuki Jimny. Driving it really feels good. Everything feels so nice and solid in this car, right? I mean, you can tell that the Jimny has got that off-road prowess that it does have, because it really does have some serious off-road chops. Ask anyone that is anyone on the off-roading scene, and they will tell you how these Jimnys regularly show up and they completely embarrass much bigger, much more powerful cars than what they are. And you can tell by just how solidly this vehicle is built. The one thing that doesn't give that away is the performance of this car. Now, the Jimny is not any kind of AMG beater or anything like that. No, the Jimny only pushes out 75 kilowatts of power. It only does, I think, 113 Newton meters of torque. So it's not the fastest car. It's not the most powerful. It doesn't have that explosive power. But what it does have is enough power to lug itself around, and it does that very well. The tires that it sits on, the drivetrain that it's built on, it really allows it to do things that cars its size really shouldn't. So, on the rough stuff, it really comes into its own. Your mud, your gravel, rocks, that kind of thing. You really do feel it come into its own when it comes to that. On the road, it's not bad. It's just, it doesn't have power. I mean, I put my foot down and it screams, but it doesn't really go anywhere. I mean, if I were Suzuki, with a vehicle this popular in the South African market, I would have taken the drivetrain or the engine and gearbox from the Suzuki Vitara and drop that in here. 1.5 liter with a turbocharger on it, that kind of thing. I would have done that rather, because it really could use some turbocharging. Like I say, for
pottering around town is really not bad. Yeah, it'll get you up to highway speeds. It's not made for speed. And the aerodynamics are very G-Wagon-esque. Oh, look, a G-Wagon. It's got the aerodynamics of a brick, basically. It's very, very square. So it's not the slickest of cars. It's not going to give you a crazy low drag coefficient. But, you know, it's not designed to. And when you look at what this vehicle is, it does exactly what it's supposed to at the price point that it's supposed to. Now, some might say it's a bit expensive for a car of this size, but honestly speaking, when it comes down to it, it's got a bit of a cult following. There's this Suzuki Jimny. It's one of those vehicles where the people that love it will tell you they love it and they will pay whatever for it. There's nothing that they're going to be complaining about when it comes to the price of this car, because it looks how they want it to look. It does what they want it to do. And I generally find when talking to people that own one of these, they tend to be quite happy with it. So, you know, if that is a metric by which it is to be measured by, then by all means, you know, give it to the Jimny owners. A really pleasant place to be. Only gripe, more power. Can we get more power, please, Suzuki? If we can get a turbocharged engine in this vehicle, then they literally will have ticked every single box that we might have as far as this car is concerned. But yeah, a great drive, very comfortable too. Let's just give it a little more power and we'll be good.
Now let's take a look at some quick specs. For more information, please contact the numbers on screen.